Foreign doctors are crucial to the American medical system, and it's estimated that about a quarter of the physicians practicing here are foreign-born with degrees from medical schools outside the United States. From our Global Chicago series now, one of those doctors, an internationally recognized heart surgeon. Phil Ponce has more.
I think for our strategy, I would like to get to 4 months of age.
Dr. Emil Basha works with the youngest of patients. He is a pediatric cardiac surgeon at the University of Chicago Children's Hospital. Basha is internationally recognized as an expert in the treatment of congenital heart disease. Basha has performed 45 pediatric heart transplants, including the first one ever performed at the University of Chicago hospitals. He has saved the lives of countless babies.
Doing good, Justin. Good.
Basha is among an elite group of foreign physicians and scientists who have special standing in the United States. They hold O1 visas, given only to those who have demonstrated extraordinary ability or achievement. They are the brains in the brain drain, the best and the brightest, drawn from foreign lands. They come here for opportunities unlike others in the world, and Chicago is one of the magnets that attracts them.
There's a commitment to training young people, young physicians here that really doesn't exist anywhere else. And that's, in my opinion, is due to the fact that the American system is not set up around one professor that is sort of the, oftentimes a little bit of a tyrant and determines everything that happens and who gets to train, who doesn't. Rather, there's a system that people follow in the U.S. and you apply and you're judged along your peers on your merit and on your application, and then you get to enter a training program, and then once you enter a training program, you go through specific stations of training, and that produces the best results in terms of physicians. So, I mean, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is by far the best training in the world, and that's why I was interested in coming here.
Basha grew up in Beirut, Lebanon, dreaming about becoming a physician like his grandfather. He left the Middle East for university and medical school in Germany. He came to the United States 12 years ago after being accepted as a resident at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston.
I worked hard, worked very hard, but at the same time, if I may say, I mean, there is an openness in the U.S. about immigrants that I'm not sure I found the same willingness to accept in Europe. And I love Europe, that's not, but I think traditionally, the societies are a little bit more closed in Europe. Whereas traditionally, I think here, what I found is a willingness to say, okay, if you're as good as this guy, we're willing to invest in you or to train you or whatever.
It was in Boston that he met the woman who would become his wife.
I met him when he was a resident at Mass General doing his training. I was working at the Shriners Brain Institute as a nurse.
His 3 children and his wife are American. The children speak to their father in his native tongue, French. But Basha is still Lebanese because the conditions of his visa prevented him from applying for American citizenship. Each year he must renew his special visa, a process that has gotten much more time-consuming since 9/11. Eventually, he hopes to become an American citizen.
Emil is a truly gifted individual. Not only is he technically creative, he's highly innovative. He also happens to be a remarkably charismatic and charming individual who gains the confidence of both the referring physicians and, most importantly, the patients and their families.
Basha spent 10 years after medical school completing the training necessary to become a pediatric cardiac surgeon. He was attracted to the specialty early in his residency.
It's a radical fix. I mean, you take a life-threatening problem, you apply a solution, which in this case, open heart surgery, and then you have the finished product is a child that's essentially cured and has a lifespan ahead of him. It's just, there isn't a single pill that would do that for you. I mean, this is very, very dramatic change, dramatically changing children's lives for the better. And so, and there aren't many disciplines in medicine that can do that to that degree. And that's obviously extremely rewarding. I mean, I can't imagine anything else that's more rewarding than that.
When Basha completed his training, he had job offers in the United States and Europe.
Actually, I even considered going back to Lebanon because I did feel sort of indebted to my people in a way to, you know, I mean, who needs me more? Which children need me more, Chicago children or the children in Beirut? Probably the children in Beirut need me much more than the children in Chicago. But, you know, you have to, and these are things that, you know, I struggle with, you know, is this the right thing? But you think about, it's a mixture, the decision is made on a mixture of a career decision, what's best for your family, what's best for your kids, and certainly I think the combination of all of that at this point, I think we're better off in the U.S.
He continues to get job offers from other cities and other countries, but Chicago holds a special attraction.
The University of Chicago obviously has a great reputation, deservedly so, and what I like about the University of Chicago is a combination of academia applied to clinical practice, so that yes, we practice medicine every day, but at the same time we have a strong research background. The end result of our research is that you have an impact, a direct impact on how you would treat a child. In my case, you know, child's heart.
Among his many accomplishments, Dr. Basha performed the world's first pediatric heart mitral valve repair using robotic technology.